Hey guys, it's KJM and you know what time it is. Last night at 8 p.m. Eastern, Savoring Paris premiered. Woo! Starring my girl, Bethany Joy Lenz and Stanley Weber. Okay, I am still raving about A Biltmore Christmas. Hear me out. When CCB left Hallmark, everybody thought Lacey Chabert, which I thought as well, was going to be the queen of Christmas. And Hallmark is really trying, but instead, they've given Lacey a lot of lackluster movies that have kind of put her in the place of CCB, where you're the queen of Christmas, but you're not really working for it. The scripts are sloppy, the acting is sloppy, it's not delivering. But baby, the dark horse that's gonna pass in that race is Bethany Joy Lenz. She has been on Hallmark for quite a minute, but her movies have been so breathtaking. They have been so deep. They've been so full of love that I'm super impressed. Bethany Joy Lenz, if you are listening, I think that you are the woman to watch when it comes to Hallmark, because you are mastering these movies, whether you're giving us old Hollywood or you are in Paris eating cheese. Who would think that someone eating cheese would be such an amazing experience? Bethany, if they can give you a script where all you got to do is eat cheese and fall in love in Paris, and you make me believe in love again, you are that woman, okay? All right. As I said in my other TikTok, Hallmark has not been doing well this year. As far as we've had a lot of reruns that are coming from Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, and they're talking about its new premieres. I really thought Hallmark should have had movies in their vault waiting for things like the writer's strike, but no. And somebody got the bright idea to premiere stuff from last summer and last fall from Hallmark Mysteries and put it on Hallmark, the Hallmark channel. I did not enjoy most of those reruns, and that's why you don't get reviews from me, because I watched them when they premiered, the weekend they premiered. So I was almost giving up hope on Hallmark until Branching Out, which I just did that review, so make sure you check out that review, until Branching Out came out with Sarah Drew. So I'm like, I gave that a 10 out of 10. So now I'm over here with Savoring Paris, and I'm like, Bethany, baby, don't let me down. Let me believe in love again. And does Bethany ever deliver? This cast was spectacular. I'm not even a huge cheese person, and Bethany she made me feel like I could just be sitting on a bench in Paris eating cheese, and love would still be possible, whether it's with a younger man or an older man, or a man that's my age. Baby, Bethany was eating the cheese, and not only that, with every scene, she really made me feel like she was savoring every moment in this movie. Girl, I don't know how that was possible, Bethany. I don't know how it was possible, but you made me believe. I mean, Paris is an amazing city. I have been once. I would love to go back. I'd also like to see more of the south of France. But how you took cheese, because I always think about the bread, right? I always think about when you're in Paris, like the bread. But how you took cheese and you made me, who I'm more of a chocolate lover, you made me believe in the different cheeses that you were trying, and the love and the self-love journey that you were on. Woo! Savoring Paris, I'm giving a 9 out of 10. Second best movie to premiere on Hallmark this year. Yeah, I may have given out some other 9s, and not a lot of them, maybe even a couple 8s here, but I'm telling you right now, Savoring Paris was great. I've already watched it twice, and it only premiered last night. It is a feel-good. I love the scenery. I love the stories. I love the actors and actresses. Okay, let me get into the premise. Sorry, when I get carried away with something, it's so hard. But these 3 actors, wherever you are, you guys tip your hat off. You've done your job. The writers, the producers, the actors. Baby, even the cheese needs its own Emmy, okay? Anyway, so we have Ella. We see her starting off in California in some horrible corporate job where she got passed over for a promotion, yet they gave her idea to some guy on the team, and she finally says, I need a vacation. She's out. She's headed back to Paris. This is going to be her second time going. She decides to go for 2 weeks first and to get on a self journey. When she gets there, her roommate Coltide, I don't know how to say her name, but her roommate, who, by the way, that actress is stunning and her fashion was so on point. I love the silver boots with the blue shirt with the curls. Woo! This was spectacular. Okay, so her roommate tells her, look, you can stay with me, but you really need to be here for longer than 2 weeks if you're out here to discover yourself. I thought that was a very valid point, that a self-love journey very rarely can be something that happens in a short amount of time. And even after you find pieces of yourself, it's an ongoing journey, in my opinion. For as long as you're breathing, you are evolving, you are changing. So when her roommate points out she needs to stay longer, Ella decides to quit her job, dip into her savings, and stay in Paris. Let me just tell you this. I had a very crap work week last week. Very crappy one. Corporate America was really kicking my you-know-what. And I said to myself, Ella has got the right idea. Okay, she's got the right idea. And this movie took me there. I was in the streets of Paris with her. That's how I felt about it. So as Ella decides to stay for 3 months, her mom is not happy about it. Her mom wants her back in California. But Ella's out there to also not only fulfill her self-love journey, but to fulfill some wishes of things that her late dad had spoken about. Her mom still wants her back in California, but as she's there, the first thing she's going to do is stop and get herself some cheese, baby. As she gets some cheese from a local shop not too far from where she's staying, she meets Serge. He is the owner of the cheese shop. I think it's La Fromagère, something like that. So I took Spanish. So in high school, and college. So my French is not great. And so she meets him and decides to become his intern and help out cutting cheeses and tasting different cheeses. And she tells him that he can pay her in 5 cheeses a day, 5 different cheeses. Honey, Ella loves some cheese because she said, don't pay me under the table with no French money, with no francs. Just go ahead and give me the cheese. As she's there, she meets her roommate's cousin, Gaston, played by the guy with the dark curly hair. And basically he's that playboy. He doesn't commit to women, but he likes Ella. Though the whole movie he keeps complaining that she smells like cheese from the cheese shop. He even goes and buys her perfume so she can cover up the cheese. Baby, not only did they name him a cad and also pretty much say he's a playboy that can't commit, but once he tried to spritz her down with that perfume instead of letting her devour and savor the cheese and smell like the cheese, I just knew he wasn't going to be the man for her. So now she's got Serge. Her and Serge start to have some chemistry, but she mistakenly thinks Gaston told her he loved her, which I don't understand why she thought that, because even though her translation was wrong, his whole playboy energy is giving F-boy. It's not giving commitment. So now she thinks Gaston is in love with her when he's really off with some other girl. And then, but she really wants to date Serge, but she's waiting to get in contact with Gaston. She made all these phone calls to Gaston, and he wasn't even calling her back. Girl, after 1 or 2 phone calls, I would have hung it up, and I would have been dating Serge and be rolling around in cheeses. The 2 of us would have been. Okay, so now, finally, Ella gets everything straight with Gaston, and she wants to pursue Serge, but Serge is divorced, and he's really not ready to date. He likes Ella a lot, but he's afraid to trust her because he says to her, how can I trust you with my heart when you don't even know who you are? Baby, that was the deepest part of the movie. But Ella figures out who she is. She is a woman that belongs in Paris. She's a woman that's going to help Serge build up his cheese shop. And she is going to make cheddar and let it age with Serge. I mean, this movie was wonderful. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to keep watching it. Bethany Joy Lenz. Woo! That's all I'm going to say. That's all. They need to keep their eye on you, baby. And if they start to give you terrible scripts, they're trying to sabotage you. But baby, if you can make me fall in love with cheeses in 2 hours, okay? And it's not just the location. They've had other Paris movies, and it doesn't sweep me away like this one did. I loved everything about this storyline. I thought it was wonderful. I thought everybody was beautiful, and I just wanted to eat cheese and fall in love. Damn you, Hallmark. All right, it's KJM, Savoring Paris. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It is a must watch.